95.7 The Hog. It's Friday. The weekend is here because it's time for the Riggs and Guy Brew Review with Josh and Amelia from SR Parade. No drinks yet. Completely sober that I've had. I can't say words.
We got 4 beers today, so we did 2 and 2. We got 2 bourbon stouts and 2 kind of geared towards Father's Day.
All right. They look good. I can't wait to find out if they taste good.
So we're going to start off with Dragon's Milk.
Okay. Oh, I am familiar.
I believe you guys have had this before, but
I'm still laughing about your
Never
joke.
enough, though. There's never enough Dragon's Milk.
So Dragon's Milk, it's high ABV, 11%.
Okay.
30 IBUs, so no bitterness. They're out of. They actually got 3 facilities. They're all in Michigan.
Okay.
Wow.
Or they're
Normally, I'm not friendly with things from Michigan, but I'm friends with this beer.
I have had this before, and every time I drink it, it gets better. Every time.
Would you say that this beer is deceiving in its look? Because you look at it and you're like, oh, that's a really heavy, thick, chunky beer. And then the taste doesn't really bring that, does it? It's very, very smooth to consume.
It's almost kind of chocolatey.
no, yeah.
Yeah, it tastes almost like a dessert beer or something.
Yeah.
It's real good, and it's 11%. And this, so it only comes in a 4-pack bottle package, and wow, you only need 4 of them.
That's true. Yeah,
it's 11%. And
we don't know what's going on in your personal or party life, but if you need more than 4 of these, you need to talk to us. We need to console
like
with you.
a little bottle of wine. It's
Yeah.
like, all right, you
Yeah.
can have
Yeah.
wine after dinner,
That's a
or
good
you can
point.
have
Bourbon.
Yeah.
some
Yeah, that's right.
Dragon's
Yeah,
Milk Bourbon Barrel Stout.
That's right. It is National Bourbon Day. This is kind of a
That's
perfect
what we're
idea.
having today.
Wow, wildly flavorful. I
Yeah.
very much enjoyed
So
this.
they come in a few different variants as well. I guess you could call them a seasonal. The Reserve series. So they have a banana coconut, which is delicious, obviously.
Okay.
S'mores, which works perfectly with the core beer.
I never had the s'mores.
Orange chocolate, which tastes kind of like one of those candies that you peel apart the chocolate.
Yeah. You break apart and you got the, well, yeah.
Yep, absolutely. And a raspberry hibiscus.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that sounds good.
Look at
Yeah,
that.
raspberry hibiscus is really good. It'll sneak up on you a little bit because you get that nice raspberry taste to it with the chocolatey finish already. You have
Okay.
the 11% Dragon's Milk, so it's a really nice topper on it.
Yeah, this is definitely not a chug beer. This is a enjoy the flavor, let it marinate on your tongue kind
Well,
of beer.
if you're looking to get to where you want to go real quick, I would chug it.
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good.
That's
I only
right.
had a sip. Hey,
right.
you know what? This legendary beer's name was born from a story told in medieval times. The knight's reward for slaying a dragon was the treasured milk of the dragon. Today, dragon's milk is an English term used to describe the finest liquid in the house. We believed that liquid we were crafting would be the best in our house, a true legend, hence the name.
It's dragons flying around.
Where do they get the milk from?
Well, obviously, they
What part of the
milk
dragon?
the dragons. What part of the dragon? Depends if it's a boy or girl.
Yeah, the tail.
Wow.
Edit.
some part of the tail, I'm sure. That's just for you, YouTube. Hope you enjoy it. That's all right.
So New Holland actually,
The wing.
I would say they brew beer, but they also distill their own spirits as well.
Okay.
Really?
So they age it in their own barrels.
Wow, so that's all. How
Cost-effective.
self-sufficient that is. Yeah,
absolutely.
really.
Yep.
Well, I like what New Holland does, and that is a very it's like the bullet train of beers. If you're really looking to, like you say, get where you're going,
Yep.
you jump on board the Dragon's Milk.
And with something like this, you want to let it kind of warm up a little bit, and you'll start getting some extra flavors. The vanillas, that chocolate, start get a little bit of that oak barrel. It's delicious.
I love the bourbon beers. I do. Thank you, National Bourbon Day.
I'm so happy it's National Bourbon Day.
All right, what is next, you guys?
So we brought another Dragon's Milk.
Okay.
Obviously, this one is also barrel aged and bourbon barrel aged. So this is their kind of lighter offering. The ABV is almost cut in half at 6%.
Okay.
The IBUs are a little bit higher at 35 versus the regular 30. And it comes in 6-pack cans, so it's a little bit. You get a couple extra cans, a little bit more affordable. And
All right.
the color, if you look at it, is way different.
Yeah, that looks like a completely different beer, even though the name is crazy similar.
I'm so glad you brought this in. I believe I told you about this before, that you had to bring it in. You said, I got you, and you finally brought it in. It is the taste of a stout without looking like a stout.
Yeah.
It's amazing how they did it.
Agreed. It almost kind of reminds me of like cream soda in a way.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Obviously
got a
not as
sweet.
sweet,
There is a sweetness to it,
Yep.
but it definitely it means business. Even though it's a
I
six.
studied you guys beforehand. It's like the blondie version, like the blondie brownie of the beer, compared to the dark chocolate you
Okay.
have with the dragon's milk.
Yeah.
And Tim was just giving us a great idea right before we got on. I'll let him explain it.
It's basically it's like called like you have a half moon cookie, which you have one light side and one dark side.
Yeah.
And so basically you mix them together, and you have like almost like the cream stout in the middle, pretty much. Oh. So it actually makes a good combination in a
Okay.
pairing with each other.
Josh is mad.
Okay, we're doing it right now.
Wait, put on goggles before you do. Okay, that's fine. All right.
Josh, hook it
I
up.
don't know how.
Well, that's good. Oh, that's nice though.
This first or that first?
But this
Beer
definitely
science is happening right now.
There's
We're being
definitely a,
mixologists.
very unique flavor with this beer.
Josh and I both have our Cicerone beer server
Beers.
That's right.
Yes.
certification,
That's
so
right.
we know what we're doing.
Yeah.
So does Tim.
You're licensed professionals, folks who are watching on YouTube. Don't try this at home. Well, actually, do try this at home. Just put on goggles.
Yeah.
And a smock. Well, I do love
That's
that.
actually
light, though.
really good together.
Yeah. You like it? You feel like you want some
Good
cookies
call.
now? Yeah. I mean, listen, the blonde Oreo is still an Oreo. Let's put that out there. I don't know what that has to do with anything. I just wanted to say it, because we're talking about cookies. That's very tasty, though. Both of those. New Holland, you've done a good job.
Another good thing you can do with actually the Dragon's Milk stack is if you have like a raspberry cider or like a framboise, which is like the really heavy
Yeah.
raspberry, that will work with that as well.
Wow.
That framboise.
Look at this guy.
Life, yeah.
I want to invite you over to my house.
That framboise
Bring
raspberry,
alcohol.
I've always I've rationed it out, and I oftentimes will have to share it with people, and I don't like that at all. Because when I get a bottle, like a big framboise bottle, I don't want anybody touch it.
They do sell smaller ones. They also have like strawberry, peach,
Yeah.
cherry, and the raspberry.
Okay, good. I'll bring them all. I want them all now, but not right now because we have other beers to get to, right?
It's a little warm and fuzzy. It's the bourbon, isn't it? I'm feeling a little warm
Yeah.
and fuzzy.
Sure.
Like,
Well, it's very, very hot outside, and this we're in an enclosed room with no circulation, so you may pass out. But just let us know. Let's get a safe word, by the way, during the brew review. What's it going to be?
More.
Okay, more. Perfect. Oh, look, more beer.
I have another.
All right, we're only halfway home. Where are we going next, Amelia and
All right.
Josh?
So that was our bourbon section. Now we're going to go to the Father's Day. And I mean, you can't have Father's Day without mentioning Not Your Father's Root Beer.
Oh, yeah, man.
It's
This
been
stuff is
around for a little
crazy.
while.
Yeah.
It's technically a beer, but a lot of people call it a hard soda.
I had never tried this product before the Riggs and Guy Brew review, and I was mad at myself. I wanted to punch myself because I've been missing it all the time. I love root beer. I used to drink IBC root beer out of the bottle all the time just so people think I was drinking beer. I could have been drinking this the whole time.
Now, this is stuff that you have to make sure you hide in the fridge because you don't want your kids actually picking it up because it does taste
Yeah.
identical to root beer.
Speak for yourself. Maybe I do.
And it's
want my kids-
5.9. Just
6%. Yeah, and
gosh.
it'll creep up on you.
I mean,
Oh,
that is so much like a well done root beer.
yes, it is so good. It takes me
ca-
back.
You can't even tell that it has alcohol at all.
You cannot tell. That's quite
Put some
dangerous.
ice cream
You
in
would not
this.
even know the difference. I know. Where's the ice cream? We forgot to bring the ice cream.
make some floats. So this is brewed by a small town brewery out of I can't even pronounce it. It looks like Wakanda, Illinois.
Can I help you out?
Black Panther resides. As
We'll
well.
we'll dub in the actual one. No worries.
Black Panther in America.
There it is.
Yeah, Welconda, Illinois.
Yep.
Okay, fair enough. That's good.
What I thought was pretty interesting is when they originally brewed this, the initial batches were at 19.5%.
Wow.
How does that happen?
I don't know what they were looking
That's some
for.
weird science.
Yeah, I mean,
Why
I'm
why
sure it
did
was
they
great
reduce it? I want to try that
for
one.
mass production? I'm sure.
I
Yeah.
think it's the sugars that they probably fermented too much actually made it
Yeah.
that high.
Yep. They did do a limited release. I believe it was like 10.9% in the Big Bombers.
Okay.
We brought those in for a little while. It was just a limited release. So if you find one, grab it. But they're not in the market anymore.
I would like to know if, and we don't have blindfolds, so don't worry about this happening today, but I would like to have a blindfolded root beer taste test. I feel like I could do it, but I would think most people, you would drink that, you might not know the difference between that and actual root beer, a non-alcoholic
I agree.
root beer.
100%.
Yeah.
I agree too. And there have been other alcoholic root beers out there, but Not Your Father's definitely has the best one. They have the best flavors. You can really pick up on the vanilla, the cinnamon, all the other flavors, and what it takes to really make a great root beer.
That root beer is alcoholic? When did it
Surprise.
start drinking?
I know, right? Hello. Oh, dad
5.9%.
joke.
Oh, another one.
Wow. He's bringing it right now. Look out.
And I'm not even a dad. How about that?
I know. You're ready, though.
You're
All
set
you got to do is find a kid. You'll be good to go.
You can have one of mine.
That's very tasty. Okay, so that, again, a perfect Father's Day. Maybe a Kickstarter for your pops.
Absolutely.
Maybe you prank him. Hey, Dad, why don't you slow down, have just a root beer, and then watch him get crunk, you know?
So
Yeah, exactly.
I see the next beer you're about to pour, and if I were to be a dad, this would be my beer.
Yeah. There are a lot of dads who have this as their nickname, probably.
Exactly. So kind of going off the pranking your dad, thought it'd be kind of funny to bring in Stone's Arrogant Bastard.
Man,
Here
this
we
beer.
go.
This beer is like, what would you call it? This beer is like an antagonist of your taste buds, and yet it's your best buddy.
Yes, what I like about it is right on the back of the can itself. The very first words they say is, "You probably won't like this beer."
Yeah.
Yeah, they have some pretty cool marketing. I'll actually let Amelia read what's on the back of this one.
All right, here
Yeah.
we go. This is an aggressive beer. You probably won't like it. It's quite doubtful you have the taste or sophistication to be able to appreciate an ale of this quality or depth. We would suggest you stick to a more familiar territory, maybe something with a multi-million-dollar ad campaign aimed at convincing you it's made in a little brewery, or one that implies that tasteless, fizzy yellow beer will give you more sex appeal. This is an American strong ale with 7.2% ABV.
Yeah.
And it's 100 IBUs. So here we go.
This stuff
You
is
haven't
so
tried
good.
this one yet?
Here we go.
Have you had this beer? I mean, it might not be for you.
It's quite
You
aggressive.
might not have. It's quite aggressive. I don't
Well,
know if
you
you
like
heard
it.
what you read.
I like it.
Oh, see, it
Good.
happened. There you go.
So
There's actually a stronger version of this called Double Bastard.
yep.
Really?
It gets stronger than that? Wow.
For
That
those of
is-
you who want to be punched by a beer, that's the one you should pour in yourself.
Someone comes over and says, "Give me a good beer." That's a good beer.
Yeah, it is good beer.
It's definitely different.
Stone is a solid company.
Yeah.
They this beer is what they say put San Diego on the craft brewery map. It's been around for a while. It's always solid. It's reliable. You know, it's
But if
I like the can too.
yep.
Yeah,
But
this
if you
can's awesome.
if you're an ale, if you're an IPA, whatever, just try. If you have not tried this, try it. Put that in your face because it's really good.
Yeah, I don't know if you can say you drink craft beer without.
It's true. Yeah. If you have not had the Arrogant Bastard, you need to put that in your rotation.
They're
It
so
really is.
arrogant that they put "You're not worthy" right on the bottom of the can. I love it.
Thanks, Dad.
Stone, you guys nailed it.
That's a proper arrogance for and again, a great Father's Day gift if you want to get him a mixer. Now, all of the beers we're trying, available pretty much everywhere, right? Tell
Yep.
people where you can track them down.
You can find them in your Publix, Lucky's, Total Wine,
Oh,
ABC's.
Lucky's. By the way, I still haven't been to Lucky's. I need to go.
Yep.
I need to do some shopping over there.
I heard you're allowed to drink and shop at the same time.
Okay, so hold on. Stop the show. Why is that happening? That's totally fine. You can just
Whoever
drink and
came up
shop.
with that is brilliant.
Yeah.
Finally, sip and stroll.
Yeah.
Now I actually want to go grocery shopping with my
I know.
wife.
We're not that far from Lucky's right now. So let's just say, after the show,
We'll get
that's where
there.
the party is. All right. Oh, so where else can they find these brews?
srprot.com Beer Finder.
Perfect.
That's right.
Cheers to that.